What's happening? Yeah, what's happening? What's that? That's it, you got it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Burndown YouTube channel. I want to jump in here real quick, make a talking head video because these are the easiest ones for me to do, and fill you guys in because I know there's a lot of excitement that we were able to motor off into the sunset last minute as freaking usual. I tell you guys all the time, I mean, I don't write this stuff, and it's kind of fun now that I pick up the camera because that's exactly how my life goes every single time. Like if I could write some script and go, and then last minute he pulls off the W. I mean, it legitimately is, it's always been that way, and I have a feeling it's not going to change as hard as I try. So the parts showed up like 2 days before I was supposed to leave for camping. I blew the transmission out of the Twinnebago doing burnouts. I figured, oh, I got a couple months, plenty of time to get it back in fighting shape so we can test it before we put it on the road, right? Yeah, right. So you get parts. Well, technically I got parts like a week or something. I think it was about a little over. Actually, I gotta rewind. So Ryan had me the parts. I had about 2 weeks, right? Life was so busy, I wasn't even home. I was in San Diego helping a buddy move stuff. I got the box, and like a bonehead, instead of ripping it open going, everything's kosher, and then going back down to San Diego, because there was a point where I knew that it was here, I neglected the thing for like 3 days and basically shot myself in the foot. So when I opened it, we had a part that got damaged in shipping. So Ryan sent it to me ASAP, and then UPS lagged for like an extra day, I think it was, on top of everything else. So lo and behold, I put the transmission in. I didn't have the valve body and the rest of the guts in the thing. It's the first 480E that I've ever built. So of course I'm looking at the book and trying to reference stuff. And then now I'm laying underneath it, looking at the book and trying to reference stuff. and we did a few different things to customize it. So some things didn't match the book. So big shout out and thank you to Ryan Jans for customizing the valve body and answering all my bonehead questions, because he knew it was my first rodeo. And then on top of that, we had an issue. So we bounced ideas back and forth. He hit me up. It was 3 in the morning, and I know it was 6 his time, probably before he had to work. And he was like, dude, it could be this, this, or this, and hopefully you don't have to pull a transmission, but there's this one thing you can check. And it turns out the one thing that he turned me on to, besides actually having to pull the transmission, ended up being the ticket. I got the thing fired up, making pressure. I drove it basically onto the freeway, made sure it shifted, did its thing. I pulled it back in the drive about 5:30. The day before we were supposed to leave at 4 in the morning the next day. So to say I didn't get any sleep would be an understatement. It's about 2 days. Got like 3 hours worth of sleep, roughly, maybe a little bit more between the couple days. But we got it done. We got in that thing. It drove like a dream and like a champ. I've never had a car with a fresh transmission like that, besides like some of the newer vehicles that we own. I've never had an older vehicle that had like a nice new real deal transmission that's all done. And I'll tell you what, that thing shifts like a Cadillac. You don't feel it. It changes RPM. I mean, it really is very impressive. It was so impressive, I thought it wasn't even working properly. I had to call Ryan like one last time. And I'm like, I know you're sick of hearing from me, but I don't think this thing's working. He was like, it makes pressure and it shifts for all the gears, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, but it doesn't like kick or whatever. He's like, it's not supposed to. I did some voodoo to the valve body. So I'm thoroughly impressed. And now that it's back, before we knock the transmission out of it again, trying to do big smoky burnout, I'm going to go down to Champion Cooling Systems, hopefully give them a ride, kind of go over some of the radiator aspects, and I'd like to go as big as possible. The one that's in there is a Champion Cooling Systems radiator for Dodge 440, and it fits in place, but it's a little short, so I'm hoping I can get some height, like the same width, and just get it taller, because you can't go wrong with more liquid. Like the more volume, the more surface area, and then if I can get some height on it, we can put an even bigger fan. I can go 19-inch on the spall, and then that thing will drive up the face of a mountain, and you won't even have to look at the gauges or peek at them. We'll be too busy, enjoying the road trip. So with that being said, we had a great trip. We're gonna go again next year. Maybe we'll do some rapids and stuff. Like they used to have rapids, but everything in California is so low that basically we get to go tubing. So it's still pretty cool. You just tube down, it's kind of slow, and you gotta pick your butt up so you don't get slammed on like rocks. But the boy enjoyed it because he's light and little. He doesn't sink so far, so he just floats over all the stuff. And we got to do that, and then just regular, camping stuff, cooking, bicycle rides, all that fun stuff. So I really enjoyed it. I got a chance to unplug. But now that we are back, we're gonna get all hands on deck, which is namely this guy, and we're gonna put a perfectly good running 9-second race car on jack stands, because we gotta improve it, right? That's what we do. Can't leave well enough alone. So we are gonna get that thing upgraded to the point to where I feel good about taking it back to Rocky Mountain Race Week 1.0 next year. And I think that we can have a contender on our hands in the hot rod class as long as I do my part correctly. And even if we don't, if I can get the drive portion down to where I'm not miserable and I can get to spots on time and I can hang out with everybody, because that's kind of what the event's about. It's not really about trying to win, because let's be honest, there's only a couple guys that get to win. Getting to know everybody and be in a crowd of your peers that are the baddest drag and drive racers on the planet bar none, and to get some one-on-one time and swap stories and battle stories and be around people like that, that's really what I missed out on last time. So this time, we're making the damn car go. We're going to put overdrive in it. We're going to get to places on time. We're going to go to dinners with people, have some fun, put in some FaceTime. And if we're lucky, maybe we'll make, a little more horsepower. We'll go a little quicker. Maybe we can do a little better. Who knows? The sky's the limit. So we're going to start working on that. Lots of thrashing. We're going to bring you Twinnebago content. I got some big ideas to get that thing out there before, hopefully, it's not going to break again, but I'm going to say, just in case, I'm going to shoot a bunch of other stuff before we do the burnout, because that's probably the hardest thing that thing needs to accomplish, but we will get that done as well. And then, to top it off, I know it's funny because it's almost like personal best. Like we've been growing and doing well on this channel, and we just so happen to land another sponsor that I'm very excited about. They're on board for the Twinnebago, and I'm really trying to woo them and impress them and put my best foot forward with them, because I'd really love them to jump on board the channel, and I'd love more than anything for them to jump on board the channel and then extend some sort of discount and codes and stuff for you guys. I'd really like this company would be perfect for that for you guys, and I think they, I know they can facilitate. It's just a matter if they wanted to or not, but who knows. I'm just fortunate and very excited that they jumped on board, so I got a package coming. And we will see. We'll see what's in the box. I'll share it with you guys, and I think you'll be excited. It's basically some Twinnebago parts, so it's nothing motor related or whatever, so we're finally kind of getting outside the box with that stuff. So I'm excited to share that, guys. Share that with you guys when that comes in. And then other than that, it's all hands on deck. Got to get back to work. Got to pay for my trip. Got to pay for the new parts we just ordered for the Twinnebago. And life is good over here. I just want to make a quick video because this is the easiest style to make. You guys know what to do. Lots of thumbs up. We'll be back to daily videos as much as possible next week. We'll see what the weekend holds. I know I've got some work to do, but we'll get things popping, and we'll bring you guys some content. We'll get that race car rocking. We'll get the Twinnebago rolling. You guys stick around. Thank you for being here. Leave comments, suggestions. Give me the thumbs up. I'm out.